patients are the lifeblood of any practice. You can't grow without them. And without growth, your practice stagnates and declines as the cash flow necessary to further invest in your business dries up. There then evolves a gap between what you deliver and the standard of care, making your practice of less value long term. With increased competition from multiple fronts, it's critical to have a plan and process for new patient marketing and to understand the effectiveness of your marketing investments. Most practices don't track the important data points that deliver insight into your marketing results. Sure, you know how many patients you see, and you have access to the information necessary to understand how many new patients you attract. But what about the number of prospective patients that make an inquiry, whether directly or by phone or online? Without this data, you lose an important benchmark, that of the number of inquiries compared to booked appointments. We call this critical ratio your appointment conversion rate. Tracking appointment conversion isn't difficult. For direct inquiries, it might be as simple as using a cheat sheet that your appointment setters complete daily. Get an inquiry, make a mark. Count the marks, that's your inquiry number. Compare that to the number of new patient appointments, and you have your conversion rate. Online inquiries can be tracked with an analytical tool. Let's look at an example. During May, your front desk fielded 30 appointment inquiries. They booked 15 new patient exams as a result. That's a 50% conversion rate. Is tracking this ratio important? Well, consider that in this example, you failed to convert 15 appointments that month. Let's assume that that's a consistent number over the course of a year. Now take those 180 failed conversions and multiply that number by your average collections per exam. Let's say it's $500. Your missed opportunities amount to $90,000 per year. That's real money and worth focused attention. Tracking your conversion rate over time gives you an understanding of the effectiveness of your marketing and that of your team responsible for appointment setting. Another important data to understand is your new patient acquisition cost. This is a critical number because it informs you of your true marketing investments and the time necessary for recovery. For this number, simply add up your total investments in marketing. This includes your website, sponsorships, labor associated with marketing, and all other such costs. Divide that into the number of new patient exams for the same period. Let's say you invested $30,000 last year in marketing and you attracted 200 new patients. Divide that $30,000 by 200 and the resulting $150 is your new patient acquisition costs. My guess is that the amount of this cost will surprise you. Now let's assume that your profit margin is 30%. That means the $500 that an average patient pays nets you $150. So in this example, you only break even on the first visit by a new patient. It takes 2 visits to turn a profit. Your practice likely makes a more significant investment in new patient acquisition than you realize. Indeed, the investment doesn't end with typically categorized marketing costs. Those of you who rely upon vision plans to attract patients have an even larger investment. With the average insurance and vision plan write-off now pushing $250, that number figures into your marketing investment. When you add that write-off to the $150 you invested in the new patient, it's easy to see that vision plan patients are of dubious value. With the above example, you'll have to have the patient return 3 times to break even. This is why marketing investment is the largest cost in your practice. No, it's not cost of goods or even labor. It's marketing. And your marketing costs must include the hundreds of dollars you effectively pay to the likes of ESP and iMed to put a single butt in your seat. Appointment conversion rate and patient acquisition costs are 2 numbers that will help you better understand marketing effectiveness. Without this data, you're not fully understanding your investments and return on investment, and you may be throwing good money after bad.